Today's video was inspired by a comment I got from the comment section when I shared my lemon cake recipe. This was from Nora G. Snook, and she wondered how a combination of lemon and coconut cake was going to taste like. So I was like, you know what? I can share the recipe to everyone. So stay tuned. For this recipe, we are going to be making a double batch. So we'll begin by using 4 sticks of butter, which is equivalent to 2 cups of butter. Remember, you're using butter, not margarine. So I put all the 4 sticks of butter in a mixing bowl, and I started to mix using my paddle attachment. Then later on, I added 2 cups of sugar. This is white granulated sugar. And I continue to mix as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for your first time, hello and welcome. While the butter and the sugar was mixing together, I decided to work on my dry ingredients, beginning with half a cup of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons baking powder, and 5 cups of flour. So I poured that in a sieve and I sieved that in an empty bowl. Remember, I said earlier that this is a double batch. So what you can do is, if you don't want to bake this large quantity of cake, you can do all the ingredients into half so you can have all the ingredients. So I now added 2 teaspoons of salt, and using a whisk, I mix the dry ingredients together so it gets combined. Once that was done, I stopped to scrape the sides of the mixing bowl as I was mixing my butter and my sugar. Just continue to watch as I do this. Now I added lemon zest from 2 lemons. This takes the taste to another level, and I continue to mix. Again, using my paddle attachment. Using a paddle attachment does not attract so much air in your batter. So now I will be adding 8 eggs. These are room temperature eggs, and there were 8 of them. I did pour them in the mixing bowl in 2 batches. First 4 and later on the next 4. All this is done to make sure everything gets in and everything gets combined. Remember to stop to scrape the sides. Just continue to watch as I do this. To all my returning subscribers, hooray! Thanks so much for all you do. Now I will be adding 1 teaspoon lemon flavor. This I got from Cameroon and it's so amazing. And 1 teaspoon coconut emulsion. Emulsion is more condensed, more concentrated, so it tastes a lot better. So now I will be alternating my dry ingredients with 2 cups of coconut milk and a 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. I did this in about 2 to 3 batches, all so that everything gets combined and it's easier to mix with the standalone mixer. Now I added half a cup of shredded coconut, and then I added more dry ingredients, more coconut milk, and the rest of the freshly squeezed lemon juice. At this point in time, I'm pouring the rest of my flour, and I'll be ending with the rest of the coconut milk. Remember, altogether, I'm using 2 cups of coconut milk. And we continue to mix to get to the perfect consistency. This is the consistency you want to have. It feels like a cloud. It's bouncy, it's soft, it's cuddly. I don't even know how to describe it, but just from the consistency, you can tell that your cake is going to be amazing. So once I was done, I just continued to mix with my spatula. Then I poured the batter in 2 7.5 inch cake pans, 1 loaf pan, and 1 8-inch cake pan. I'm aiming for a tall cake, and I'll be using 7 inches cake to stack the tall cake. So yeah, I really want more of the 7 inches cake pans. So once I poured in the batter, I just used a tiny spatula to smoothen the top. Again, if you haven't subscribed and you've been watching, please hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so that when next I upload a video, you will get notified and you'll be the first to watch. And if you've watched to this point, I am so grateful. Thank you so much for coming back, for watching. And don't forget, if you just stumbled here by chance, you're going to love it right here, as I share recipes every week of amazing pastries and anything that has to do with flour. Once I was satisfied, I tapped the cake pans to make sure I get off air bubbles, and I baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes. This was when the cake was done, and look at that. Don't you like what you see? I totally love it. It was so easy to come out. It was a perfect release. Yep, I love it. I hope you love it too. Let me know if this is something you're going to be trying, if you've ever heard of a combination of coconut and lemon cakes. And just to garnish the cake, I just poured some icing sugar. This was just for the fun of it, for the kids, and just a way of garnishing the cake. I love the look, and it was time for me to dive in. Oh my goodness, this was so amazing. Trust me, you really want to try this recipe. I know people do lots of PinaColada, pineapple and coconut, as well as vanilla and rum, but lemon and coconut is not very common, but it's amazing. You really want to try it. Look at that. Who would not like this? And if you missed last week's video, please check the link above to watch how I decorated this cake. As you see on the screen, it was very interesting to work on, and it turned out amazing. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, life can get bitter. Eat cake to make it sweet. Until next week, bye.